Dave, first things first, how's Oldham? Because that looked initially as though it might be a nasty one.
Well, it looks like he may have to go to hospital to get some stitches in his leg. We was worried at first that it may have been a break and a longer term one, but as it materialises, luckily enough for all of us, to be fair, because I think he's been magnificent in the games he's played for us, it's just stitches, so it will be a short-term one, and he'll be back for pre-season and ready and raring to go.
He started the game well, didn't he? Which is the most annoying thing about it, really.
Yeah, it was frustrating, and to have two of our informed players go down in the first half with injuries. Gabby's rolled his ankle as well, so that'll be 4 weeks, but I think it's a good time for the football club because they've got time to recover now, and they'll definitely, both of them, be back and be strong and play a big part in next year's group.
Yeah, with losing two important players like that, were you satisfied ultimately with the point?
No, I'm never satisfied with a point. We always want 3. We've tinkered with the players over the last few games. We've tinkered with the formations to work on our playing style, ready for next year. But the most important thing that come through is the character in the group. No matter what game has shone through, and that shone through today. And Michael Boswick's 6 goals now. He's a goal-scoring sensation. We know that he's got goals in him, and he's just got a real leadership and a real mentality about him. And if there's anyone in this team, I think, that can go to the very, very top, I think Michael Boswick's one of them, because of what he brings to this group in galvanising them is phenomenal. And they're players like that are the difference between getting a draw, getting a win, and getting us across the line.
You went for it, didn't you, at the end? You kept putting men forward. Boswick went up front to play alongside Washington. You weren't going to just settle, even though you only had 10 men? No,
we weren't going to settle. At the end of the day, we've come in and we know what we've had to do, and I feel that we've done a good job here in stabilising this group of players. We've given everybody a fair shot and a fair crack at the whip, and those who have come in and who have done it have kept their shirts and been ever present. Some have missed out because we've given some youngsters a chance. We started the game today. The average age of the team is 22. We've started with an under-16 and 2 under-18s in the group, but we've still managed to be solid, and definitely like some of the other teams, as you see when the games fizzle out and there's not really that much to play for other than a place in the league. Some teams have taken a bit of a spanking today, but we've stayed in the game all of the time, and that's really come from the character from within. So yeah, I'm happy with that, but no, I'm not happy with a draw because of we always want to go on and get 3 points. What
did you make of Johnny Edwards' red card?
I thought it was, personally, I thought it wasn't a red card, but I think his reaction, and the lad's got to learn from that. We've spoken to him, we've picked him up in the changing room, and the fact that he goes for the tackle, I think the referee was always going to get a card out, and he needs to learn that with his and all that is that's his youthful enthusiasm, and he wants to do well, he wants to do the right thing for the team, he wants to get the ball back. So I'm not overly disappointed with him as long as he learns from it, and I'm sure he will, because of he's a good lad.
Was it the fact that the referee viewed it as intent because he'd appealed for a foul that wasn't given, and that frustration boiled over, and the referee saw it as he was trying to go in and hurt the player?
Well, I can only presume that it was from intent, because I don't think there was any real contact. The subs who were lining up, who were warming up along the sideline there, said that there wasn't any contact. So we'll review it, we'll have a look back at it, and but if anything, I would imagine it would have been the intent opposed to any real heavy contact, because he hasn't really left anything on the leg.
How proud are you of the spell you've had in charge at the end of the season?
I've really enjoyed it. It's been fantastic. We go unbeaten in our last run of games, so it was important that we kept that record going in with the momentum to next year. We've got the likes of Jermaine Anderson, Jack Baldwin, John Taylor, who are going to come in and play a massive part in this group next season, and we know that. And with the additions that we're looking to bring in, for me the future's bright and it's exciting. We've got a real core group of players here that we feel that can have a real push next year, and we've instilled that, and we'll continue to do that. But we're all looking forwards now, obviously, to meeting the chairman on Tuesday and Wednesday, and hopefully we'll get the opportunity to put into plan the 35 points that I've got for him. That's going to take us 2 days to go through.
Have you got any idea which way the chairman's thinking, what he's mulling over in his head about the managerial situation? Has he given you any hints?
The one thing I have learned, if there was ever one person not to second guess, it's the chairman. So I'll be going in there focused, I'll be going in there clear about what we want to achieve, clear in letting him know exactly what we have achieved in turning this group around, and with a real focus on how we can move forwards, because that's what we have to do. We have to do that for the football club, we have to do that with the players that we've got and the additions that we'll bring in pre-season hopefully, and we'll do that with our training programme and the commitment and the passion that these players have shown for us over the last 14 games.
What would it mean for you to get it full time?
It'll mean everything. It's everything that I've worked towards. I'm a manager that if I do get it, I'll get it based on my work ethic, my knowledge, my understanding, my experience, the contacts that I've built up over 20 years of working within the game, and that's probably the biggest bit that will make me more proud, because I'm not someone that would get the job because I've had a glittering playing career. I'll get it because of my hard work, my endeavour and the vision that I've got for this football club.
And just finally, Dave, what does this squad need to be a Milton Keynes or a Bristol City next year to go and challenge automatically?
We need another striker, 20 goals plus. I think we've got one in Connor Washington. Bozzy scored 6 goals. Bozzy scored 6 goals now in 14 games. So we know that he's going to go 10 plus from there. I think we need a little bit more experience in wide areas, and we'll strengthen those wide areas, and go with what we've got. But the core group is here. We just need to add a little bit more to that, and plus, like what I said, it's going to be like 3 new signings. Jack Baldwin, what a player he is, he could go to the very, very top, and he'll be a massive addition to us, along with Jermaine Anderson and John Taylor. So we'll have 3 new signings already, plus what we add to it. I think everything bodes well for the future.
Wish you luck, Dave. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Nick.